Well, hello there everyone once again. It's time for another video. This time I'm going to be talking about updating your SimVimX plugin to the latest version. But in this particular case, we are talking about updating from pre-version 2.19 to version 2.20 and above. I know many of you have probably gone through this process many times, but there might be some people who maybe version 2.19 was their very first one, and they're going to be updating to the latest one. So I know all the instructions are also on the website. Please, like always, read the website, read all the instructions. Everything is very detailed in there. But I make these videos as a extra help in case some of you guys are having a little difficulty understanding what the website is trying to explain. And like always, I like to put out my little disclaimer that I am not affiliated with SimVimX or Real Sim Control, and I do not represent them. Anything I tell you on these videos is just my opinion and my way of understanding the way the system works. And like I said before, just trying to make it easier, for everybody to use this amazing product, which I still do believe is the easiest way to build a home cockpit. All right, so there's a lot of changes like I explained in my previous video with version 2.20 and higher. So if you're going to be doing any configuring after March 26th with a new website configurator and the conversion tool, you don't have a choice. You have to update to version 2.20 or higher. Otherwise, it might not be able to read the configuration files from the previous versions. So what you're going to have to do is update it, and then you're going to have to convert the files, which is going to be another video that I'm going to make, will be the next one after this one. All right, so now if you have already built your home cockpit and everything is working fine and you never plan to change it again, you might be able to stay on version 2.19, but you're always going to get a notification that there's a newer version available when you log into the simulator. I've had some people tell me that when new updates come out that they don't want to update because then it's going to break something. And I'll just tell you that I've been using this software since, well, my first video was 5 years ago, and I've updated it countless times. And, yeah, once in a while, there's one little thing here or there that might break, but then we mention it to Vlad and then he fixes it right away. So sometimes, within the same day. So it's not a big deal. I've never had any real issues and with my setup, and I've had it the same for pretty much. No, actually, I've added a lot of things, but it's been like that for 5 years, and not once did it break it to the point where it was unusable. So don't be scared to upgrade, and if you want to get the latest features and all the benefits of the newest version, I'm sure you won't regret it. Okay, so we're gonna head on over to the website now, and we're gonna take a look here. If we go to the main page here, and we go to the plugin page right here, and then you scroll down a little bit, you're gonna see right here the latest version available. So right now it's version 2.20A. That was released on March 27th, 2024. Also, if you notice that there is a DAT version that is newer than the plugin always includes the latest DAT version, but obviously this one was released actually today. So you need to download that as well. Okay, now if we go over here to my SimVimX folder here, you'll notice that I transferred all of these from another backup that I had, so that's why all of these have a date of April 5th. But if you noticed, a lot of my configuration files, they're the old ones, and actually this one is very old also, but it's been updated a little bit. Um, the DAT file that I have right now is from 10/20/2023, so it's a pretty old one as well. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I already have downloaded the other version of the plugin, but I'm just gonna download the new DAT file so I can have the latest one. But I'm gonna go through the whole process with you guys right now. Okay, now if we go to our simulator here, you'll notice that I have a warning here or a notification that there is an update for the SimVimX plugin, and please visit the website to download it. And actually, now that I look at that, I think the link on there is not correct. It's now simvimx.com, not simvim.com. So maybe we should let Vlad know about that. But anyways, if you close that and then you open up your plugins folder, right now I don't have my board connected at all. So right now it's not going to show that it's connected, but you can see that I'm using version 2.19 right here, right? So now we're gonna go over to my desktop here, and you cannot do this while the simulator is running. Of course, you have to have it completely off. So I'm actually going to go back to the website, and I'm gonna kill the simulator while I go through this process with you guys. All right, so the process to do these updates is very simple. I'm sure many of you guys have done this many times. So first of all, I'll click on the plugin here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on my desktop for now. Um, SimVimX is the folder that gets created. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and download the newest version of the DAT file as well right here. So I'll save that one there as well. Okay, so now I can open up my folder here, and I'm gonna go to my desktop where I put them. But you know what? Actually, since I already have it, and I want you guys to see the DAT process, I'm not gonna go ahead and do that right now. But I already have it right here. The zipped version that I just downloaded is this one, but this is the one that I had downloaded before. So once you download it, you're going to extract it, and inside of there, you're going to see another SimVimX folder. What I like to do is, and this one you can see that it has a DAT file of March 27th, because that's when I downloaded it. So what I like to do is I just like to select Control A and Control C, so I can copy everything, and then I go to my SimVimX folder where it is, and then it says do not delete anything from this folder because you're going to need all your previous configuration files. You can see that I have a Cessna 172 one here that is the way I renamed them every time I wanted to use a different one, and then the PA30 Twin Comanche one right here. But every time I would need to use them, I would have to go rename them data.config so I can use that one. Um, Very important, make sure that the devices.prf file is here, and make sure you do not get rid of it because that one is going to be necessary when you convert the files to the new format. And from what I read on the website, the rscplanes.dat file is no longer going to be needed since all the custom conversions are going to be separately in a separate file for each airplane. All right, so now I just go ahead and paste everything in here and let it replace all the files, and there it is. So right here you can see that the new DAT file didn't come with it. It's still the old one here. So I'm going to go back to my desktop, and I'm going to download that new file here, and I'm going to copy it and then go back to my SimVimX plugins folder, and I'll just paste it in there, and I will overwrite the old one. All right, now that everything is in there, I'm going to go ahead and fire up the simulator again, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, the simulator just popped up here, and as you can see, this time we didn't get any warnings that the plugin has an update available, so that's good. So like I said, the only reason the status box doesn't come up right now is because I don't have my Arduino plugged in here. But if we open it up, now you can see that we are running version 2.20A, which is the latest one available. Okay, so if we go back to the SimVimX folder in the Xplane plugins folder, you'll notice that there's a new folder in there called conv or convert. So this is going to be where you're going to save the conversions, the custom conversions for your airplanes in the future. So that's going to become important later in the next video and in future videos, okay? I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that to you guys. Well, I guess that's it for this video. It's pretty much that's all you have to do to update the plugin. It's quite simple actually. And like I said, I'm sure many of you guys have been through this process many times, but maybe a few of you, this will be your first time, especially this one that is very important because like I said, you have to update the plugin if you have version 2.19 or earlier, if you plan to change anything in your setup. You know, if you plan to add any new assignments, any keywords, or if you plan to do any more custom conversions, you have to use this version now. You cannot still stay with the old version because the whole config file and the custom conversion file format is completely different. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.